Okay, so before working together, I had a marketing company that was posting 2 to 3 times a week, and they were taking all of my videos and my reels and things of that nature and editing them and then posting. Um, the types of posts were a little different, but I was present. I was not present online at LinkedIn at all. So I had a presence. It just, I don't think was being felt as much before I hired you.
Awesome. So what was the biggest goal when you decided to invest in content? What did you want people to feel or think when they found you online?
When people find me online, I wanted them to recognize the level of professionalism that I brought to the table and the level of experience. And I wanted my content to be commensurate with that expectation.
Awesome.
Did I answer that? I was like, did I answer that enough?
Oh, perfect. You're good. You're good. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about results. So what's changed in terms of how you show up online, the kind of response that you're getting from people who are researching you? Have you noticed a difference on how prospects, talk to you based off of that first call?
So the presence is definitely being felt higher online right now. A lot of my colleagues and the school moms have said that they have seen all of my reels lately. A lot of my clients mentioned that they looked me up online prior to coming to me, so they had a little bit more of an expectation what to think that they're going to get from me when I walk in the door. But even heightened to the point that my husband actually said to me just yesterday, "Oh my gosh, you finally came up on my reels, not you, your business." So even there, that's heightening too, because I don't even know if my own husband follows me. But I can tell you this, from a voluntary bar organization standpoint, which I'm very involved as a president right now. The number of people who have come up to me and said, "Oh, I know who you are already because of my online presence," that was lacking prior to coming on board with eLuminate. So
Awesome.
definitely changed.
We love hearing that, the I see you everywhere thing.
Yes.
So, okay. If you did have to point to one thing that we've done that's made the biggest difference for your firm, what would it be?
I think the biggest difference for my firm is uh, increased insights as far as clicking and recognition. It's definitely been heightened, and the level of professionalism, the level of content is so much greater, and it's just out there in a way that I like the content more that I'm producing. It's more in line with my age and experience and professional expectations. Busy attorney, I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to reviewing my proposed content. So going online and having everything streamlined in a manner that says, this week we're going to do a reel, this week we're going to do a carousel, this week we're going to do a post, this is a content, this is the intention, the goals, the outline of what you're going to do. I can just read it and make edits myself right there. And then obviously if there's a reel, having the video available. The consolidation of all that information into an easy reference page has been extremely helpful for my own time management.
Awesome. All right. Has caseload changed since we started this process? Have you noticed an increase in new client inquiries or consultations?
So since we started this process, I have definitely seen an uptick in the number of consultations and the number of cases that are coming in the door. I can honestly say that right now I have the highest caseload of my entire career. And what that's attributed to, I think, falls in a connection with the level of professionalism, the types of clients that are coming to my door, and the reference ability to the content that we're creating and the measure that changes for me. Outside the practice, I do a lot of philanthropy, and I'm very present on my daughter's school. And so there's been an uptick in recognition of who I am because I am coming across other people's feeds. Now, look, I don't understand the algorithm and how all that works, but when someone that you barely know comes up to you and says, "Oh, I saw your reel," for me, it kind of feels a little surreal, but it's a heartwarming date to know that my marketing team is doing exactly what they promised when I came on board.
I love that. Awesome. All right. And then last question, what would you tell another attorney who's hesitant to put themselves out there or invest in content?
Okay. So for the attorney who is hesitant to put themselves out there, I would say you already went to law school. You know how to put yourself out there. You know how to argue. You know how to present yourself. So that should come as second nature. Even if you're a transactional attorney who doesn't necessarily want to argue in front of a court, you know what you're doing already. For the person who doesn't want to invest, I would say that investing in your marketing is like getting one case in the door. It ends up paying for itself down the road. So if you're concerned about the cost, you have to measure whether or not it's worth it to you to gain the caseload that you're looking for. So if you want to increase your presence, then your goal is probably to increase your caseload as well. And so this is just a priceless investment.